Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Good, you?
Doing pretty good. So, what are we doing
We
today?
are on episode 14 of Rainy City Murders.
Okay. And who are we talking about today?
Linda Hazzard.
Okay. So, we're talking about a female. Is it a murder? It's a murder, right?
She's nicknamed the Starvation Doctor.
Oh, God.
As in, we're going back to 1911.
Oh, my God. Why did you let me pick? I don't want to be back to 1911. I want current ones.
There's only so many current in Washington State.
No, they're not. We got some crazy ass people
Yeah,
here.
but I'm waiting for some developments in some of them.
Okay. Is this the one we had? No, it was the other podcast. We had the development on the show we watched yesterday.
Yes. So we'll do it when we do that one.
Okay.
So we have Linda Laura Hazzard.
Okay.
She was born Linda Laura Burfield in Carver, Minnesota.
Okay.
She was the oldest of 7 children.
Okay.
Her mother's name was Susanna Neal.
Okay.
And her dad was Montgomery Burfield.
Okay.
So Hazzard had no medical degree.
And she practiced as a doctor?
Well, you gotta remember, in 1911.
They still gotta have... Oh, my God. Okay.
But was licensed to practice medicine in the state of Washington through a loophole that grandfathered in some practitioners of alternative medicine without degrees. She's one of the woo-woo doctors. So we
should have lived in 1911 and we could have been doctors.
She was a woo-woo doctor.
A woo-woo doctor? What the hell is that? Woo-woo? You're a doctor?
No, the hippy-dippy.
Oh, God.
The woo-woo doctors. Alternative medicine practitioners.
Okay, we have alternative medicine people now, but they've got to have a degree.
Yeah, but back then she didn't. So according to her book, The Science of Fasting, she studied under Edward Hooker Dewey, who was an MD and was a well-known proponent of fasting.
I'm getting the idea about starvation right now.
Yep. So she developed a fasting method that she claimed was a panacea for all manners of illnesses. So I did look that up. It's a solution or remedy for all difficulties or diseases.
Okay. So if you starve yourself, you're going to cure yourself.
Essentially, yes. That's essentially what her practice was.
Do you know how skinny we would be?
And it's basically ridding the bodies of toxins that caused imbalances throughout your body.
So people who get cancer are fat? I mean, I don't know.
Just essentially, yes. So she wrote 3 books over the course of her career. Basically, what she claimed to be the science behind fasting and how it could cure diseases.
Okay.
So mind you, remember, alternative medicine, not a scientist, not biologist, nothing.
Yeah.
So the first was Fasting for the Cure of Disease, and that was released in 1908.
Okay.
Followed by Diet and Disease and Systematic Cleansing in 1927.
Okay.
A 5th revised and amplified edition of Fasting for the Cure of Disease was published in 1927 under the title Scientific Fasting, the Ancient and Modern Key to Health. She took her fasting a step further.
Oh, God.
She established a sanitarium.
Okay.
A sanitarium. It's in quotation marks.
Yeah.
Called Wilderness Heights, and it was located in Olalla, Washington, wherein patients fasted for days, weeks, or months on a diet consisting of small amounts of tomato, asparagus, juice, and occasionally orange juice.
She'd be crazy.
So while some patients survived and publicly endorsed the Hazzard's methods, dozens died under her care. Naturally.
Of course they did.
Mm-hmm. She claimed that the disease
took them.
Had succumbed to undisclosed or undiagnosed illnesses such as cancer or cirrhosis.
Yeah, cirrhosis is what you get when you drink too much
Yeah.
of the...
Yeah.
Yes.
Her opponents claimed that they died of starvation. Local residents in Olalla refer to the sanitarium as Starvation Heights. In 1912, Hazzard was convicted of manslaughter for the death of Claire Williamson. She was a wealthy British woman who weighed less than 50 pounds at the time of her death. You know how...
Could you escape from this place?
Yeah, it was hard to, though.
I mean,
You
when
either...
you weigh...
At the trial, it was proven that Hazzard had forged Williams's will and stolen most of her valuables. Williamson's sister, Dorothea, also took the treatment, and it is alleged that she only survived because a family friend showed up in time to remove her from Wilderness Heights.
Okay.
That's essentially how they left, is that someone basically showed up and had to get them.
Took them back.
Yeah. It is suggested that one of the sisters managed to smuggle a telegram to alert their governess, who lived in Australia. However, by the time of arrival, Claire had already died.
Okay.
Dorothea was too weak to leave on her own, weighing less than 60 pounds. She later testified against Hazzard at her trial. She ended up being sentenced to 2 to 20 years in prison, which she served in the Washington State Penitentiary in Walla Walla.
Oh, she went to Walla Walla? She didn't go to the female...
Well, you gotta remember 1911.
Oh, they probably didn't have that female.
No, Walla Walla
was the only prison alive. Okay.
Was the only really the only prison. I think there was a couple, but this was the only prison, main prison.
Yeah.
She was released on parole on December 26, 1915, after serving 2 years. And the following year, Governor Ernest Lister gave her a full pardon.
What?
Yep, a full pardon. Which is actually rare in our history, too.
Yes.
Even though, we're all for protecting people.
Yeah, and...
You rarely get a pardon here.
Yeah.
I think it's one of, only a couple, a handful.
Yes.
So, Hazzard and her husband, Samuel Chrisman Hazzard, who they moved to New Zealand, where she practiced as a dietitian and osteopath until 1920.
How many people did she kill there?
We don't know.
What happened to her in 1920?
We're going to talk.
We're going to talk about it. Great.
So, in 1917, I am going to butcher the name of this newspaper, called Wanganui.
Okay.
Newspaper reported that Hazzard held a practicing certificate from the Washington State Medical Board. Because she used the title doctor, she was charged in Auckland under the Medical Practitioners Act for practicing medicine while not registered to do so. She was found guilty and fined, I don't know the name of Australia's currency, but it's 5...
Don't they have the same pounds? Isn't it the same currency as England?
I don't know. But it's 5 whatever Australia's currency is.
Okay.
I'm so sorry for not knowing that. Plus
it's probably pounds because
it's that weird it's like a C on top of a 2.
That's pounds, I think.
I thought pounds was different, but that's what it is.
Okay.
Plus cost. 3 years later, she returned to Olalla, opened a new sanitarium, known publicly as a school of health since her medical license had been revoked, and continued to supervise fasts until the sanitarium burned to the ground in 1935.
Who burned it? One of the patients?
I think I don't know. I actually never could find out how it burned out.
Okay. One of the patients who starved to death, their family burned it to the ground.
Or the locals did. I wouldn't put past them.
Yeah.
But it was never rebuilt.
Yes. Wonder why.
Hazzard died of starvation herself in 1938 while attempting a fasting cure.
For what? Stupidness?
I have no idea. But we do have parts of one of her clients' diary from when he was in the sanitarium.
Did he survive?
No. So we have Earl Edward Erdman.
Okay.
We have his diary.
Okay.
So on March 28th, 1910, Earl Edward Erdman, a civil engineer with the city of Seattle, died of starvation in the Seattle General Hospital. He had kept a diary which detailed Hazzard's treatment during the preceding weeks that provides an insight into how she treated her patients.
Okay.
So, mind you, he did not survive long.
Okay. You can starve and like it depends on your build and your metabolism and anything. I think you can starve in 21 days.
Mm-hmm. I believe
Something
so.
ridiculous.
Yep. So we have February 1st. He saw Dr. Hazzard and began treatment on this day. No breakfast. He had mashed soup dinner and mashed soup supper.
Okay.
So February 5th through the 7th, he had 1 orange for breakfast, mashed soup dinner, mashed soup supper. February 8th, he had 1 orange for breakfast, mashed soup dinner, mashed soup supper. February 9th through the 11th, he had 1 orange, he had strained soup dinner, and strained soup supper. So essentially he was just drinking like broth.
Yeah.
February 12th, he had 1 orange for breakfast, 1 orange for dinner, and 1 orange for supper. On February 13th, he had 2 oranges for breakfast, he had no dinner and no supper. February 14th, he had 1 cup of strained tomato broth at 6 p.m. February 15th, he had 1 cup hot strained tomato soup night and morning. February 16th, he had 1 cup hot strained tomato soup a.m. and p.m. He slept better last night. Head quite dizzy, eyes yellow, yellow streaked and red.
So here's jaundice.
Mm-hmm. February 17th, he ate 3 oranges that day.
At what point do you run?
Yeah.
Do we know what he was there for?
No.
Okay.
So February 19th, they called on a doctor, Dr. Dawson, at his home. He slept well Saturday night. February 20th, he ate strained juice of 2 small oranges at 10 a.m. He was dizzy all day. He ate strained juice of 2 small oranges at 5 p.m. February 21st, he ate 1 cup settled and strained tomato broth. He had a backache that day just below his ribs. February 22nd, he ate juice of 2 small oranges at 10 a.m. He backache today in the night just below his ribs. February 23rd, he slept but little last night, ate 2 oranges at 9 a.m., went after milk and felt very bad, ate 2 small oranges at 6 p.m. February 24th, he slept better Wednesday night, kind of a frontal headache in the a.m., ate 2 small oranges at 10 a.m., ate 1.5 cups hot tomato soup at 6 p.m., heart hit up to 95 minute and sweat considerably.
Yeah.
February 25th, he slept pretty well Thursday night, ate 1.5 cups tomato broth at 11 a.m., ate 1.5 cups tomato broth at 6 p.m. He had pain in the right below his ribs.
Okay.
February 26th, he did not sleep so very well Friday night. Pain in right side just below ribs and back. Pain quit in night. Ate 1.5 cups tomato broth at 10:45 a.m. Ate 2.5 plump small oranges at 4:30 p.m. Felt better afternoon than for the last week. So this diet continued more or less unchanged until his hospitalization on March 28th. He died that afternoon just before his coworker was to transfuse blood.
Okay. So how long was that? 2 months. Okay. It happened February what? First. And what day did he die?
March 28th.
Wow. That's 2 months. That's 60. That's not even 60 days.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And we don't know what he was there for.
Nope.
And we wouldn't have a record of this if he hadn't kept a diary.
Nope. Exactly. Because of how long ago it was.
Now, he was at the sanitarium, or was he at his house?
He was at his new sanitarium.
Okay.
He was a city engineer for Seattle.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I need my meat. I need my chicken wings. Yep. I need my Chex Mix. I mean.
So I do have a list, though, of deaths that were attributed to Hazzard.
Okay.
So starting in 1908,
Okay.
you have Lenora Miss Elgin Wilcox.
Okay.
Daisy Maud Haglund. She was the mother. This actually kind of is a really sad, cool, random fact.
Okay.
So Daisy Maud Haglund, she was the mother of Ivor's restaurant founder, Ivor Haglund. The official cause of her death was stomach cancer. Her inability to eat would have caused her to starve to death even without Hazzard's assistance.
Okay.
So,
Ivor's is a huge
fast food
here,
seafood.
but they've got like the best clam chowder. There's one on the pier here in Seattle.
They have some of the best like
also,
fried mussels and fried clams.
Yeah, they've got great seafood, even though it's considered fast food.
It's really good.
You can buy the Ivor's clam chowder in the container at Costco.
So good.
It's really, really good. When we were at a Seattle Seahawk game, playing Minnesota, it was a Monday night football game. That's what I had as we were going out. I grabbed a thing of it and ate it in the car.
My favorite thing to do when we're at the pier is to go to the Ivors on the pier.
Yes.
Pier like 66.
Yes, it's really, really good.
I love Ivors.
I mean, you can sit there in the freezing cold or you can sit inside, and Ivors is delicious.
It is.
It competes with clam chowder from other expensive restaurants. They have drive-thrus here for Ivors, but most people see it and they go,
like my
fast food?
My favorite clam chowder is from like Duke's.
Yes. Duke's has got good clam chowder. So does there are some other places that have really good clam chowder.
Sorry to say my favorite clam chowder, and I think I attribute this to the bread bowl.
Oh,
is
yeah.
From the wharf in San Francisco that we ate at.
Oh, yes. I can't remember what it was.
By the Alcatraz Outlook.
Yes. I don't know the name of it, but it had
Wharf.
Really good. And we're talking about white clam chowder, not red clam chowder.
Which we need to make still.
Yeah.
I
make clam chowder here at home all the time. We just had it.
If we can't make ramen, can we make that for my birthday?
What?
If we can't make ramen, can we make that for my birthday?
Sure. Peyton's birthday, she'll be 29 next week. She's getting old. She's my youngest, and I'm feeling very, very old.
Mm-hmm. And so the last in 1908 was Ida Wilcox. So in 1909, you got Blanche B. and Tyndall, maybe. Viola Heaton. You have Eugene Stanley Wakeland. He died from a bullet in the head on Hazzard's property. Whether she was responsible for the shooting remains unknown, though it is speculated to be the case.
Somebody got shot
on her property.
On the sanitarium property?
So I wonder if he was trying to escape.
Oh my God.
Okay, but I also want to point out that important detail that it's not just women at the sanitarium.
I see that.
It's men too. So in 1910, you have Maud Whitney, Earl Edward Erdman, L.E. Rader. 1911, you have Frank Southard, C.A. Harrison, Ivan Flux, Claire Williamson. In 1912, you have Mary Bailey, Ida Anderson, Robert Graham, and Fred Ebsen, and he was supervised by another fastutician, but he died at her sanitarium.
Okay, so that's only the ones that we're aware of. That's not everybody.
Yeah, that's not everybody at all.
Well, it can't be. I wonder how many
dozens.
beds she had there at the sanitarium.
She had survivors, but she had a lot more deaths. The deaths outweighed the survivors.
Yeah, I would think after a week I'd be like, hell no, let me out.
Right?
But, if it was hard to leave, which we don't know, we're just speculating that it was hard to leave.
Well, I'm assuming it was.
Yeah, somebody got shot. Were they trying to escape?
We'll never know.
Yeah. Were they shot with a musket or a gun?
Maybe a pistol.
Yeah, this is so far back, we don't know.
Maybe I need to go out to Olalla. I don't even know where Olalla is.
Where Walla Walla is?
Olalla.
Olalla. It is south of us, I believe.
That much I know. I just don't know how far south.
I think it is south, and
I want to say it's near the Tri Cities.
I want to say so too.
I'll look into that.
Yeah,
And I'll go and
we'll keep an update on it.
maybe I'll go and dig into records.
Yeah.
Put my history degree to work.
Yes.
But that's it for I have for Linda Hazzard.
Oh my God.
Just
I
remember
thought
you
this
picked
was
it.
going to be a crazy one at 1911 or 1910. I was just like, how bad is this going to suck? And it was interesting. Okay. So
I'm curious what people think about the
yeah,
Starvation Doctor.
definitely. If you have more information on this, let us know because we like to be educated on stories we're covering. Just like the one that we watched. We did an episode on our other
It was like
podcast.
our second or third episode.
Yeah. And we watched the whole documentary on her yesterday. And we learned stuff that we didn't know about the case that we've already done. So on the podcast we're doing for them, we're going to update everybody because she was 18 years old when she was convicted, and she's up for the death to be executed next year. So, and this morning or last night, they just executed the 17th person this year in Florida. I mean, they're killing them.
Yeah.
So, but the person had been on death row for like 30 or 40 years. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I understand people getting their appeals. I also understand that you got to make sure you got the right person because you don't want to kill an innocent person. But this guy, I guess there were 3 different things, and
I was gonna say I didn't read the article. I saw it, but I didn't read it yet.
And I was gonna say he was guilty. So why didn't they put him to death a while ago?
There's so many appeals, and it costs so much money, and it's so hard to get the drugs. It's so hard to get everything that you need.
Yeah. Well, I read that I've seen a lot of stuff, and some parents are just agreeing to life in prison because they don't want to go through all the appeals.
Which I kind of understand.
Which you want them, and some people just don't agree about the death penalty. I'm like, I'm not gonna. Yeah, my views are different, but I can't say what I would do. Would I want to go through years and years of appeals?
Well, you also have to think about years and years of appeals. They could get the appeal. They could then get granted clemency. They can get granted something.
Yes. Would you rather them stuck in prison for life without parole? But does that actually mean life without parole? Because there are people getting out that were sentenced to life without parole.
Mm-hmm.
Manson's followers are the first thing I think of.
Mm-hmm.
So, but every time there is a couple of them out now, but there is a couple that come up for parole every so often, and even though they're granted, the governor of California says no, 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 and sends them back to prison. So, I don't know. Okay, now that I've gotten on my soapbox, I will get off and just let us know what you think. Tell her you want current ones, okay? I am done with these old ones. Please, please, please. Okay. You got anything else to say, sweetheart?
We'll see you guys next week.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.